Well, news broke while I was on location getting ready to shoot our State of DC report. We're actually sitting right out here in front of Soarin Around the World, and that is the subject of our news item this morning. We woke up to news. Patrick Warburton is in our social media alerting us to the fact that we're getting a new Soarin show, both here at Soarin. They're going to call it Soarin Across America. I'm just going to say that so I can start calling it that. Soarin Across America, both here at Grizzly Peak in DCA and at EPCOT in Walt Disney World. Simultaneously, they're going to be putting out this new show, and it's part of Disney's celebration of the 250th birthday. I didn't even realize that was true. 250 years. The U.S. 250 years old, and I remember the bicentennial. 50 years. That was 50 years ago. I remember the bicentennial, 1976. Wow, I'm just having a moment. Sorry. So I'm pretty excited about this, and this is actually what's happening here at Soarin is just a small part of everything Disney's doing. This is going to be across their entire platform, but I'll get to some of that in a minute. Let's talk about Soarin. My expectation is obviously Soarin Across America, so we're going to be seeing only scenes here in America, obviously, but across the entire United States. So it's not just California. By the way, I would say this. I feel like this is going to be particularly popular with that crowd, with the crowd that prefers Soarin over California to Soarin Around the World. And I have a feeling, I would say a certain percentage of guests don't care which one it is. They think it's a good show either way. But judging by the popularity of the Soarin over California event that happens during Food and Wine, the queues here are much longer during that period, by my estimation, by my eyesight. It's the more popular version, I think, if you were to force people to pick one. And now we're going to get that, but across the whole country. There was some stuff on social media where they had a clip of a guy, working with the camera that's attached to the helicopter, and they're using that helicopter to shoot all this. You would think a drone, but no, they're using a proper helicopter. There goes monorail. Why are they using a drone, I wonder? In any case, but that scene that they were shooting at the time looks like, according to what we're seeing on social media, was Mount Rushmore. So look for that. That's the kind of thing you should expect. What else? Like Yellowstone maybe, or Zion. That'd be a cool scene. That'd be a cool video. The Redwoods, Bryce Canyon, plus major cities, LA, Chicago, New York, DC, and then just some of the great vistas that you'll find like across Texas and the flyover states. I'd love to see the Blue Ridge Mountains. There'll be a lot of really cool places that they could take that camera, and it's going to be pretty amazing. And I'm having trouble. I'm adjusting to the idea that we're having our 250th anniversary from 1776 to today, and that celebration is going to be happening right here at Disneyland or DCA and at EPCOT. The new show is supposed to premiere on the 4th of July, if I'm not mistaken, or at least that 4th of July weekend. They're going to start, the whole thing starts in Veterans Day in terms of the whole Disney celebration across all the, like I said, all the little platforms, etc. That's going to start on Veterans Day and last up until that 4th of July weekend. And that's going to be sort of the big culmination. They're going to be doing more stuff in the parks. We're getting, if I'm not mistaken, this is new, right? We get a 4th of July fireworks typically, right? But they're going to do it for 3 days, for the whole weekend. So the 3rd, 4th, and 5th are your opportunities to see some very festive, traditional fireworks. 4th of July fireworks, which are the most festive and traditional as could be, in my estimation, at least for us Americans. So it'll culminate on that, and it's going to be this whole 24-hour event they're going to be doing. They're going to be broadcasting live from the parks on that day as well. Hopefully by now I'm showing you, or I have shown you the intro that Patrick Warburton did for the new Soarin. He didn't miss a beat. He didn't miss a beat. Now I mentioned a larger celebration. Let's take a look at that announcement actually. Yeah, there's going to be features or shows on Disney Plus, Hulu, ABC, Disney Channel, ESPN, Freeform, FX, and National Geographic. ABC is going to be doing a show on Good Morning America, 50 states and 50 weeks. I don't watch Good Morning America, but that sounds pretty amazing. Hopefully they'll be able to, that would be great if they could put that into like a Disney Plus special. National Geographic, America in Superlatives. And that's, obviously National Geographic, you can expect some really powerful imagery on that. ESPN, this is interesting. They're going to bring ESPN on this. They're going to, a Sports Center segment, America's Team, a cross-country search to find out which team most embodies the country. Now, I thought that was already settled. I thought that was already over. I thought Dallas Cowboys were America's team. Is there debate for this? I'm not a Cowboy fan myself, but I'm not here to try to challenge that. I'm a Laker fan. They're pretty American, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. People like the Lakers. I don't know, who's America's team? The Dodgers, got to put them in there, right? The Yankees. I guess it's worth a conversation. Maybe it's, something to make a show out of, but if you tell me at the end of the show that the Dallas Cowboys are still America's team, then I'm not going to argue with you, that's for sure. And also ESPN is going to, this is cool, they're folding in on 4th of July, the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest, which by the way has Joey Chestnut back. He was off, I think, he was back on this year, won again, but he wasn't, because he did something, didn't he do a thing with like a veggie dog or something? And he got fired by the event. All right, ABC News Studios is going to be doing a 2-hour primetime special, and where the real-life spirit of iconic locales like New Orleans and American Frontier come alive through the beloved lands of Disney parks. So it sounds like ESPN News is coming here to the parks to show New Orleans Square and Frontierland, perhaps. That's pretty cool. Frontierland is pretty darn American. That really is I feel like they should be doing more just on a regular basis during the 4th of July period, perhaps. More on a regular basis of promoting American history in Frontierland. I know it's just an opportunity, kind of like how they do in Liberty Square at Walt Disney World at Magic Kingdom. I really appreciate Liberty Square quite a bit because it's a scene that, we have the Lincoln show here at the Main Street Opera House, but I feel like we could do more. And I think, Walt wanted to do more. He wanted to do more backstage behind that stretch, that access route back there. That was going to become something of a Liberty Square. I think that's where Liberty Square came from, was his ideas for that. I'm really excited about this because I'm really helping. And like I said, it's going to be like a 7-month, 8-month thing. This is almost like a regular festival event. Do you think they're going to bring in food and merch too? How about some, not just on 4th of July, but for the whole year? Are they going to roll that into the 70th also? Because the 70th will still be happening while we're doing this whole celebration. I want more America. I really do in the parks. And by the way, may I just say, I'm hoping that this is accepted as an opportunity to bring this country together a little bit. I really think we could do for some good old unification, you know what I mean? I'm hoping, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to celebrate. I'm ready to have a good time with this. And I hope that Disney goes all the way with this and not just make it like a kind of a cheap skin or whatever, slap a few flags here and there, but really go for it. While doing a whole new show, can we just say, I'd be fine if this replaced. I haven't even seen the show. Haven't even seen, we don't even have a clip. All we know is what their plans are. But I'm already positive that I'm going to prefer this over Soarin' Around the World and over California. I like Soarin' Around California, but it was a little too plain for me. Soarin' Around the World had a little bit more character and a little bit more, like iconic scenes. But I'm definitely down for, seeing, like I said, the Grand Canyon, Yosemite, the Redwoods, some mountain ranges, you know what I mean? Like, take us over Colorado, show us, just show us America, and not just the mountain vistas. Show us those amber waves of grain. Show me the grain, you know what I mean? And the majestic whatever, this and that. I'm down for it all, and I think this is a long time coming. It's a long time coming, and Disney could do well to do more of this, I think. And I think that would be a great move for both the company and for Disney guests. I think it's going to be great. Is there anything else that I want to get into? Really excited. I'm wondering, by the way, do you think Patrick Warburton will do a new intro? Because he filmed one as the promotional thing, and he has done one. He did one also for the last D23. Do you think he's down to? I don't know. He didn't really skip a beat, but I kind of think I still want the original. Let us know what you guys think on that. Let me see here. There is a America 250 blog that Disney is doing. Oh, interesting. It's part of the Disney Parks blog. Oh, I did ask that question before we wrap up. I just want to make sure I cover everything. The blog does say that there is going to be Disney consumer, I don't know why they have to sound all official like that. Disney Consumer Products will honor our nation's heroes with a new special military-inspired assortment, now available at select locations. So that's the military angle on that, which, by the way, I didn't mention that there's going to be a whole lot of consideration, celebration of veterans. They're going to be included in a lot of, bringing them in to watch the movie premieres and stuff like that. Disney will invite military families across the U.S. to attend special movie screenings. ABC News will provide live coverage of celebrations and activations featuring veterans and active service members. Disney Experiences will unveil a 26 offers available at Walt Disney World, Disney Resort, and Disney Cruise Line for eligible service members. And then Disney will expand its use of the U.S. Chamber Corporate Fellowship. I'm not sure what that is. And SkillBridge programs, providing networking, professional training, and hands-on experience. Good for them. Take care of our veterans. Absolutely. Take care of our veterans and honor them also. And let's honor this country with a kick-ass celebration. I'm looking forward to this. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next news update. Thanks for watching, everybody. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh baked.